Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to Steins Gate. Let's go! What if the manager says something? Don't be afraid of Mr. Brown. If he storms in yelling, I'll kick him to the curb. Seriously? Okabe, you're so cool. That's why we love you. He's just talk. That's. I'll be the adult and ignore Kurisu's insults. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. When I look at Moeka to see if she's ready, she nods faintly. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st. Phone wave, name subject to change, activate! About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Moeka. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotions. And then she presses the button. Whoa! The world twists into unrecognizable shapes. The floor is shaking. Or is it me? My vision blurs and loses color. Yeah! The world lurches. I struggle to keep my balance. As I brace myself against further shaking, I try to analyze what I'm experiencing. This is far more intense than what happened when we sent the D-mails yesterday. And yet I felt it before. I remember. This is what I felt right before the mass disappearance phenomenon. The shaking stops. I relax my body and look around. Has the past changed? Of course it has. That bizarre sensation just now was proof. I look around the room. The phone wave, name subject to change, which should have about 90 seconds left on the timer, is silent. Daru's here, Mayuri's here, Kurisu's here. Where's Moeka? Where's Shining Finger? Where'd you go? Daru and Kurisu, who are discussing something in front of the X68,000, look at me strangely. Again, this feeling of wrongness is the same as yesterday. Shining what? Okabe, Japanese please. I leave the development room and check the lounge. Behind the sofa, in the dressing room, the bathroom and the shower room, I look out the window at the street below. But Moeka is nowhere to be found. She's gone. No way. This is exactly what happened on the streets of Akiba. Why did she disappear? Because I experimented on her? Where did she go? Did I erase her from history? Did I banish her into the space between dimensions? I start quivering in horror at the magnitude of my error. In a daze, I step up to Mayuri, who's eating a banana. I grab her shoulders and shake her. Where's Kurisu Moeka? She was here just now, wasn't she? What? Ooh. Kurisu Moeka! Daru and Kurisu gives me strange looks as well. Who's that? Never heard of her. No way. So I did erase Moeka's existence. No, that can't be. I won't accept that I killed her. Did it happen again, Okabe? What do you mean again? Something like this happened yesterday. You remembered something we didn't. What did you call it? Oh yeah, reading Steiner. Yes, that's the name I gave this phenomenon, or rather my ability to perceive it. When the world line changes, everyone's memories are reconstructed to match. That's what John Teeter said. But somehow, I alone retain my memories even after the past changes. I named this power reading Steiner. Kurisu remembered. To tell the truth, I just made it up out of thin air. Really? He said, hitting the microphone. Very sorry. But now that Moeka's disappeared, I want to believe that this power is real. It's only their memories of Moeka that disappeared, not Moeka herself. I need to contact Moeka. I need to make sure I didn't erase her very existence. Let's see. But I don't know her phone number. The only way to contact her is by mail. Reply to me the second you read this email. I send her a message saying, reply the second you can read this email. Now all I can do is wait for her reply. Please reply. Are you okay? You're really pale. Yeah, I'm fine. In fact, I'm anything but fine. I'm fighting desperately to deny the possibility that I might have erased Moeka from existence. Assistant, how much do you remember about the experiment we just did? I don't remember doing any experiments today. You sent a D-mail just now, didn't you? Yeah. But things are different from yesterday. I didn't send the D-mail. Kiryu Moeka did. And then she vanished into thin air. Which reminds me, when I sent the Lotto 6 mail yesterday, Daru teleported from the development room to the lounge. Well, if she sent that mail back in time, which means that Moeka got herself a different phone, maybe something happened. Because she had that new phone, maybe it broke, maybe it stopped working, maybe she had to go somewhere, which prevented her from being there just now where you are, or meeting them at all. Moeka might not have disappeared. She probably just teleported somewhere. I hope that's it. In an attempt to calm myself down, I checked my phone's history for the mails Moeka and I exchanged. That's strange. So unsure when they want me to change, like look and not to look. Let's see, the last mail we got was on July 31st. That's when we sent the mail back to. Nothing after that though. The mails she sent me are there, up until the one I received on July 31st at 12:43. But after that, the dozens of mails I remember receiving from her are gone. The D-mail she sent to cancel a phone model exchange was set to arrive on July 31st. Did a time paradox erase Moeka from existence the instant she received the D-mail? I shivered when I realized that I can't find any problems with that hypothesis. No way. It can't be. I mean, all her D-mail said was don't change phone models. That's harmless, right? But then what caused Moeka to disappear from this room like that? Why does it look like Moeka vanished 4 days ago? Christina, let's say a D-mail caused a time paradox. What would happen? I don't know. No one has experienced a time paradox after all. But before, didn't you say something like the world would disappear? All I said was that there was one theory. Maybe nothing happens and like in a certain movie, history gets amended to accommodate the paradox. According to Dr. Hawking's chronology protection conjecture, it's impossible to do anything that might cause a time paradox in the first place. So all we have are theories. Mayuri doesn't really understand. But we're all fine, right? I don't think that paradox thing happened. Mayuri doesn't know who Moeka-san is, but I'm sure she's okay too. That's Mayuri for you. A cute, dumb girl. Mayuri's not dumb. I'm amazed that Mayuri and Daru can have such a carefree conversation despite all that's happened. Well, it hasn't happened to them, dude. They don't realize the gravity of the situation. We might have erased someone's very existence. In fact, if Moeka really has vanished, then that means the phone wave, named Stupid to Change, is also responsible for the mass disappearance phenomenon I witnessed in Akihabara. But if I erased all those people, I don't want to consider such a frightening possibility, so I desperately shake the thought out of my head. What's wrong? I'm kinda busy now. Sorry, I'll email you later, Moeka. There we go. My body goes limp from relief. A reply. She sent a reply. Moeka still exists. She didn't disappear. Relief washes away my fear. My eyes fill with tears. Not because I was worried for Moeka, but because I thought I might be responsible for the horror of erasing someone's existence. Explain what happened, Okabe. Urged by Kurisu, I explain everything that just happened. Honestly, I'm not surprised you disappeared from the lab. What do you mean? I don't know the details, but when the past changed, Kiryu-san's actions those past 4 days changed ever so slightly. Exactly. As a result, the timeline was reconfigured so that Moeka-san didn't come to the lab today. So that's why it looked like she teleported. It just seemed kinda slow. I'm reminded of the teleporting Jelbana, but I guess it's not the same thing. Moeka didn't become a jellyman after all. I hope not. Is that even possible? I don't know. If the fact that the D-mail was sent is undone, then it becomes a paradox of who sent that D-mail. And there's one other thing that I don't understand. Well, she sent it in one timeline, which then triggered a new timeline to occur from 4 days earlier, right? What? What do you call reading Steiner? By the way, you should quit it with that name, it's stupid. I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm finally able to joke with Kurisu again. Well, maybe she wasn't joking. But that's none of her business. By your explanation, you neither sent nor received the D-mail, yet how come you're the only one who remembers what happened before the world line changed? What if it's all in your head? Like an imaginary girlfriend. I get it. No, you don't. I'm not a gentleman perv like you, creating imaginary relationships. Maybe this Kiryu-san never existed, or maybe Kiryu-san does exist, but the fact that she sent the D-mail was something you made. Grrrr! Eh? I fall to my knees and press my hands against my left eye. Gah! Ah! My left eye! Reading Steiner. It aches! Okarin, are you okay? Mayuri peeks anxiously at my face, but I lightly push her aside. No, Mayuri! Stay away! I don't want to hurt you! But Okarin, you look like you're in pain! He's messing with us, right? Yeah. I'm okay. This aching is normal. It'll end soon. As long as I have this magic eye, the organization will keep coming after me. It's the power to see across time and space, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. Because of this all-seeing eye, I've lost my connection to causality. I drift alone in the space between worlds. But even so, I swore to protect this lab. So quiet thy fury, reading Steiner. Your time will come, but not yet. I kneel and press my head against the floor. Then I take a deep breath and gradually remove my hand from my left eye. Mayuri rubs my back. Okarin, does it hurt? No, I'm okay now. I stand up, and I shoot Kurisu a sharp glare. What? That was just an act, right? You're wrong, Christina. Our experiments have already proven that my reading Steiner is genuine. Fine, I get it. You're trying to be your patient. Hmm? Here I go using those anime terms again. Or at-channel terms, or whatever. Tuts. Why are you all staring at me? Don't look at me! In any case, I've successfully deflected Kurisu's questions about reading Steiner. I don't feel able to answer right now. My emotions are a jumble, just as they were after Teeter called me the Messiah. Is this power real? If it is, then what does that make me? An unknown power sleeps within me. The thought sends a chill down my spine. I sit on the bench in front of the Bronto workshop, staring into the night sky. I try sorting out what happened this afternoon, but it's impossible. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. And then I hear footsteps coming down from the second floor. Soon, Mayuri and Kurisu emerge. Going home? Yep. Do you always stay the night here? Pretty much. I wouldn't be a true mad scientist if I couldn't overnight at my lab, immersed in research. I think you're putting too much emphasis on appearances. But you know, this place is really convenient. Mayushi would stay over if Mom and Dad let me. You would? And it's so close to work too. Hey Christian, why don't we all stay over sometime? Sleepover party! Woo! Hashtag slumber hype! Woo! Sure, if the guys aren't around. That won't happen. Then why don't you come to my hotel, Mayuri-san? Oh yeah, we did make that promise, huh? Then let's do that next time. Oh my god, if Daru finds out. You can come whenever you like. See you tomorrow. Kurisu waves goodbye and starts walking in the opposite direction from Akihabara Station. Mayuri doesn't move from that spot. Instead, she starts doing her usual thing, Stardust handshake. She looks up to the night sky, raising her hand as if to grasp the stars. And with perfect timing, a shooting star crosses the sky. Hey, Okarin? Yeah, a shooting star. Did you make a wish? Mayuri doesn't answer. She keeps gazing at the sky. Remember how back in elementary school you got a terrible fever and stayed in bed for a month? Why are you bringing this up? It was about 10 years ago, at the turn of the century, when the world was in an uproar over Y2K. Near the end of 1999, I had a fever of nearly 40 degrees Celsius that lasted about a month. I didn't recover until the new year. At least, that's what I've been told. I remember it myself. According to my parents, I was unconscious the whole time, tossing and turning. The doctor said it was a miracle I didn't die. Because of that fever, I didn't get to experience the Millennium Countdown event. I never figured out what caused it either. I was so afraid that Okarin might die. So Granny and I prayed to the sky together. Don't die, Okarin. Aww. Something like that could never kill me. 10 years ago I was already a mad scientist with an IQ of 170, equaling that of Thomas Edison. Actually, I'm not sure what Edison's IQ was. Really? That's amazing! But Mayuri was still really small and didn't know that, so I prayed to the sky. And then, on New Year's Eve, right before midnight, a shooting star went pew across the sky, just like now. If you repeat your wish 3 times before a shooting star disappears, your wish will come true. Did you know that? Of course, that's the most common of common knowledge. It was hard, but Mayuri repeated her wish 3 times. Then Mayuri finally lowers her hand and turns to me. On her face is a soft smile. The next day, on New Year's Eve, your fever went down and you woke up. So basically, Mayuri saved your life. No, it was simply the choice of Steins Gate. Really? Really. Oh? Mayuri looks a little disappointed. Hey, remember what you said when your fever went down? You said everything went blurry and twisty like, and the ground shook so bad you couldn't stand. Remember? Dots. You're acting kind of like that just now. Yeah, I'm also thinking like, this whole fever as a kid is probably not just a coincidence. Are you okay? You're not coming down with a fever, are you? The concern on her face is so sincere. Looks like she's worried about my reaction to Moeka's disappearance. Jeez, my hostage is worrying about me. I find myself giving her a wry smile. I'm fine. Don't worry about a thing. As I brush her worry off with a shrug, I think back to what happened 10 years ago. When I woke up from that fever, the first thing I saw was Mayuri's crying face. She's right, I vaguely remember describing my collapse that way. And come to think of it, it does seem to match with the sensation I felt a few hours ago when reading Steiner activated. I see, so this power was already mine back then. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. I really was born with this power. No wonder John Teeter thinks I'm the Messiah. My maniacal laughter echoes into the night. That is very interesting. But it's a new day, with new opportunities. The next day, the lab gets an unusual guest. Okay, we have 3 options here. It's Lukako. Pardon the intrusion. Oh, if it isn't Lukashi. Hello, Ishida-san, Okabe-san. Lukako, you don't have Demon Sword Samidara with you. What is the meaning of this? I even unsealed a treasured heirloom sword, Miss Stilton, when I heard you were coming today. I'm disappointed in you. In Norse mythology, a legendary sword born from a sprig of mistletoe, According to prophecy, this sword will slay the undying god Baldur, thus beginning the final war of the gods, Ragnarok. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to press the, no, it's not, it's there. Actually, I didn't know he was coming. I'm sorry, I'll go back and get it. No, that's okay. It was not Miss Tilton's fate to encounter Samidare this day. I look out the window with an expression of melancholy. But a Japanese sword and a cursed sword from Norse mythology are so mismatched it's not even funny. Do we even have a sword here? What should I? Lukako, though you are my disciple, you still lack dedication. I'm sorry. At this rate, it will take some time before you can be useful. By the way, why not join our lab? Me? Lukako looks at me blankly. But I'm clumsy and I'm not good at science or engineering. I'll probably just get in your way. Do you really want me? Don't sweat it. Mayuri's the same. We'd love to have you, Lukako. But you know, if Lukakun's gonna be a lab mem, then Mayushi has one condition for Okarin. Don't tease Lukako. Mayuri forces her way between us as if to protect Lukako. She's the one who called Lukako here. They're classmates. And today, Lukako is Mayushi's guest. He came for a fitting session, so don't get in our way. But Mayuri-chan, I don't really want to cosplay. Can it really just be a fitting session? Yep, we're just making sure the size matches. Looks like Mayuri forced him to come. As far as she's concerned, pretty boys exist only to make her cosplay fantasies come true. Ta-da! Mayuri shows off the costume she made. This is a costume of Kirari-chan from Raynet. Is it just my imagination? Or is that outfit pretty skimpy? I don't know if it's the first time seeing it, but Lukako just stares at the costume dumbfounded. Anyway, I'd say it's about 70% complete, but I want Lukako to try it on now. Try it on? Here? Lukako glances at me and Daru, then looks down to hide a blush. I can't... Please? Here's where I, as Lukako's master, ought to help out. Listen, my pupil. To change your clothes is to change your very being. This costume might help you grow stronger. Put it on at once. You're on her side? I just can't wear something so embarrassing. It's only embarrassing because you think it is. That's right. I'm sure you'll be really cute. Besides, Mayuri worked very hard to make this costume so you could wear it. She sacrificed her sleeping time, her favorite banana nourishment time, and her juicy chicken #1 time just so she could sew and sew and sew. You can't let effort like that go to waste. That's true, but... The good-natured Lukako is already bending to the power of my words. Come on, Lukako, transform! Transform! Wait a sec. Whoa! Mayuri grabs Lukako's arm and drags him to the changing room. Okay, don't be shy. Now take off your clothes. Ah, Mayuri-chan, please don't touch me there. I'll change by myself. Please wait outside. But it's a little tricky putting this on. Mayushi will teach you all the steps. Hey, please don't undress me. It's so... Yuri. I sadly don't need to look that up to know what that is. Homosexual romance between women or works of fiction depicting such. If Lukako wasn't actually a guy. That's not Yuri. Lukako's a guy. Then it's reverse rape? Whoa, that's downright criminal. His imagination knows no bounds. A few minutes pass, and out comes Mayuri first. She looks satisfied. Come on, Lukako, don't be shy. Give me some thumbnail material. Lukako doesn't make an appearance, even when Mayuri calls him. Lukako? That's... Finally, a nervous Lukako comes out of the dressing room. Okay. He's a guy, why would you make him wear that? That's... Lukako looks like he's about to cry. I'm pretty sure most guys would cry if they had to wear that. I can already see the tears forming. Isn't that skirt a little too short? Those bare legs are truly captive. Oh wait, oh god, oh god! I'm looking at a guy's legs! What the hell am I saying? It's easy to get lost when we're talking about Lukako here, okay? Why are his legs shaved? What's going on here, Lukako?
Ah! Lukako finally wore one of my outfits!
It's so embarrassing. I'm a guy. I shouldn't be dressing like this. You don't seem to mind the female style. You gotta roll with it.
You know what they say? Cuteness is justice. I don't know what you mean.
Excellent work as usual. The clothes and the model bring out the best in each other. As far as 3D goes, Stein is supreme, but Lukashi almost makes me want to become a low angler. Cameraman who photograph female cosplayers and idols from a low angle can be found where cosplayers congregate, such as Komima or Akihabara's Pedestrian Heaven. Low angle. When you say low angle, you're talking upskirt, right?
What about you, Okarin?
Yeah, well... When urged to talk, I nod vaguely. I'm fascinated, but it's mortifying to admit that. Lukako is Lukako, yet Lukako is a man. Male. A man just shouldn't be fascinated by another man. Whoa, that's a little close-minded. I whip out my phone and put it to my ear. Yeah. Go away, phone. I don't actually need you. It's me! My sanity is under attack! No, it's not the organization. It's a descendant of one of the town's guardian, Miko. Gah! It's affecting my soul. To think Akiba had such a powerful guardian. If we can harness this power, we can counteract the organization's corrupting influence. I know, we can't hand the town over to those bastards just yet. This too is the choice of Steins Gate. Else I Kangaroo. I catch my breath, put away my phone, and turn back and smile at Lukako and the others who are staring blankly at me. Lukako. Foolish disciple of mine. From now on you shall go into battle equipped with that costume and Samidare.
Kirari-chan doesn't have a sword. He should carry an Upa instead.
Mayuri, in high spirits, makes Lukako hold a Upa cushion. Maybe this is more thumbnail friendly, I'm not sure. Still, I'm pretty sure he likes having a Upa there instead. His lips tremble as he reluctantly accepts the cushion. He clearly doesn't know what to do with it. The organization is making a move on Akiba. I pretend not to notice Lukako's distress. You are the guardian who protects the chaotic metropolis. Miko of Yanabayashi Shrine. Now is the time for you to fulfill that duty. Understand, Lukako? This is the reason I'm so hard on you. You have a duty to protect this town.
Do I? Really?
You certainly do.
Can you stop that vulgar laughter? I can hear you from outside. It's embarrassing.
Kurisu enters the lab with those remarks. I wonder how she's gonna react. She's coming in late, like she's a company executive or something.
Christian,
You come here this late and dare insult me? And you call yourself my assistant.
I'm not your assistant. Don't make me repeat myself. Anyway, you're the worst, toying with such a weak and innocent girl. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Yeah, Kurisu hasn't gotten the memo yet that Lukako is actually a guy. Toying with the weak and innocent girl, you say? Don't react to every little thing, you perv. That's right, Christina doesn't know Lukako's a guy. Correcting it is a pain, so I don't say anything.
At any rate...
Christina, stop eyeing Lukako's entire body from top to bottom like that.
I wasn't doing that.
Oh god, such awkward.
It sounds like you're having fun up there. Was that a girl's scream I heard?
You're not doing something dirty, are you? Do Tokyo people have loose sexual morals? I don't really understand that stuff. It sounds like you have an overactive imagination. Or is it wishful thinking, I wonder? Oh, well, bam, 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 bam! That's what I talk about. Alright, sorry about that.
Do you like the costume, Christian? It really suits Luka-kun, don't you think?
Oh, we said Luka-kun. Kun, isn't that only use of,
like on guys? Maybe she didn't like catch that, or maybe I'm wrong about Kun. Is this that cosplay thing I've heard about? It's part of Japanimation culture, right? You're very cute. Cute? No way! Lukako's eyes get wetter and wetter. Why are you crying? You look perfect. You should be more confident. Kurisu doesn't know, so she's not doing it intentionally, but I guess that makes things complicated for Lukako. I should change the topic for Lukako's sake. While I am a mad scientist, I also happen to be a perfect gentleman. I comb back my hair with my fingers. Lukako, tell us your wish. Eh? That's one hell of an acrobatic topic change. Listen, Lukako, your desires can become reality. Japan is a land of great spiritual power. It resides in every word that slips from your tongue. Now that you two have joined the otaku world, you need to conceal your deepest desires no longer. Speak your wish with a true heart, and by the chaos that rules Akihabara, Steins Gate shall grant it. My wish? Lukako puts his hands together in front of his waist and bends his head slightly to the side. His cheeks turn light pink. His bashful, squirming appearance with wet, upturned eyes would make anyone who saw him either want to hug him real tight or smack him upside the head. It's that damn powerful. Well, if I tell you, promise not to laugh? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just proclaim it to the world. Well, yeah, no wish is embarrassing compared to the idiotic wish for chaos to envelop the world or whatever. You assistant! What kind of person laughs at other people's wishes? Mayuri's wish is to eat a ton of yummy food, and to cover the lab with Upa goods, and to get Lukako to wear my costumes. I'm not asking you. But Mayuri wants Shota in the gate to grant her wish too. An exceptionally cute boy or young man. Such characters are primarily designed to appeal to a female demographic. Okay. Shota in the gate? That mistake is god tier. Probably because it's so naughty. We all ignore Daru, as we should. Lukako puts his hands to his mouth and casts his eyes down. The same gesture as a female junior confessing her love to a male senior underneath a cherry tree. Cuteness overload. Must resist! I want to be a girl! Well, this is awkward. What? Kurisu is the first to react. Her expression is one of utter confusion. Well, that's only natural. Not even I expected that, so I accidentally swallowed my mwahahaha. I don't really like how I look. I always thought that if I were a girl, I could be a little more confident. If I were a girl... So he has no confidence in himself. He's prettier than any girl here. Ooh. And yet, he has no confidence. I'm well aware of the reason for this. It's because he's a guy. Wait a second. Kurisu starts rubbing her temples. What did she say? Assistant mine. No, Christina. I'm not your assistant and I'm not Christina. You've made a grave error. I have? Don't you understand? No, of course you don't. How could you with the impure thoughts clouding your eyes? What do you mean? Allow me to explain. You called Lukako here a weak and innocent girl. But he's not a girl at all. He's a guy! Is that some kind of joke? It's not a joke, but the naked truth as described in the Akashic records. The database in which every event in the whole universe from past to future is recorded. The memory of humanity's collective consciousness. Not a minnow. Kurisu looks at Daru and Mayuri as if seeking help, but they nod with a knowing look in their eyes. As for Lukako himself, he's just hanging his head in shame. Poor Lukako! I really like her, him, her, him. Are you guys trolling me? Kurisu suddenly turns away as if to avoid my gaze. Then she walks up to Lukako. Is what Okabe says true? Yes. A guy? No way! Someone this cute can't be a boy.
You got it backwards. You're supposed to say, someone this cute can't be a girl.
That's not what I meant.
Does that mean Kurisu knows the meaning of the phrase, someone this cute can't be a girl? Yeah, okay, we get it. She knows references, okay? So she is an ad channeler. Lukako, you're fine just the way you are. I will not reject you, be you man or be you woman, nor will anyone else here. And I will not deny your wish, nor will anyone else here. Why do you keep repeating that last part? Kurisu, unable to calm down after learning the truth, starts touching her own face and checking her hair in her pocket mirror. Why, Christina, is it such a shock to meet a man far more feminine than you?
I admit it, compared to her, I mean to him, I'm not as cute. I talk more rudely and my attitude is worse. This is a 3-day coma level shock. Looks like she's seriously depressed. Christian's cute too. Don't try to comfort me, it just makes it feel worse.
Admitting your faults is the first step towards becoming stronger. You may one day become a splendid woman, Christina. You're still young.
Who the hell asked you?
I take it back. You're a stubborn fool who refused to face the truth.
Shut up. I don't want to hear that from you. Sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Lukaku bows his head for some reason. His eyes are red and puffy. With such a cute boy on the verge of tears, Kurisu and I have no choice but to stop arguing. Well, better get my trusty digicam.
Don't try to sneak in a photo session, you perv.
Anzai-sensei, I want to be a low angler. But still, it was just a whim to ask for Lukaku's wish. I hardly expected this to happen. So that's how Lukako thinks of himself. Lukako, how serious are you about that wish of yours? If he's truly desperate, then having a sex change operation is probably the best.
Okay, we're going places.
Judging by his current looks, Lukako could become the star of Tokyo's LGBT community. No, screw that, he could even become a TV personality.
You know those stories where a guy magically turns into a girl overnight? Sometimes I wish that would happen to me. That's stupid, isn't it?
Stop it with those puppy dog eyes. Are you that chihuahua from a certain popular commercial?
Lukako, you're so cute. So cute.
Looks like Kurisu's been struck by Lukaku's cuteness too. The skimpy costume he's wearing isn't helping. It's like he's dunking your brain in a vat of pure moe, then you die. Although it wouldn't be as pretty if you lifted up the skirt. The scary part is that afterwards you feel an irresistible urge to grant Lukaku's every wish. It's a powerful ability. But as Lukako said, it's going to be hard to find a nice, clean solution to his problem. And then, Kurisu clears her throat.
This reminds me of something I heard once.
Exposition scene, go!
There's a saying that if you eat a lot of meat when you're pregnant, you'll have a boy, and if you eat a lot of vegetables, you'll have a girl. Yeah, my mind was thinking for a sec, what if you go back to when Lukako was still in the womb and hope that they turn out differently? Because, I mean, it's in the womb that it's decided, right? I do believe so.
Source, Minmei Shubu, a fictional publishing house from a certain manga. In this manga, Minmei Shubu publishes books, fictional martial arts. On the internet, quoting Minmei is a way to jokingly make statements seem factual.
I saw it on the internet.
So that's how you reply. Well played.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, it sounds like an old wives' tale.
Really? I didn't know that. So Mayuri and Christian's moms ate a lot of vegetables?
Only Mayuri's impressed.
Mayuri only is the juicy chicken #1, so will her future child be a boy? Hey, do you think bananas count as vegetables?
Mayuri's full of questions. I'll leave her to them. But what about primitive people who lived on hunting? If that theory is true, then they would have to have too many boys and not enough girls. Humanity would never have made it this far.
I never said it was true. I just remembered hearing it somewhere. Don't snap at every little thing.
I didn't snap. Christina, feel like verifying that theory?
What are you implying? Have you forgotten? We have the phone wave name subject to change. Phone wave-chan? It can tell you if you'll have a boy or a girl? No way in hell. Wait, of course. Looks like Kurisu's got it. They don't call her a genius for nothing. We can send an email to Urushibara-san's mother when she was pregnant. Okay, now this is like seriously messing with the past right here. If you're gonna send it back like however many years, like 17, 18 years. I don't know how old Luka is. I'm like, indeed, something like eat more vegetables. Lukako, who doesn't know what D-melts are, and Mayuri, who's just a little dumb, tilt their heads in confusion at the same time. You think it's worth a shot? Well, it's too late to hide behind your goody two-shoes mask, Christina. Your fate is to become a mad scientist, for you are an experiment-loving girl. Who are you calling an experiment-loving girl? Am I wrong? No, but... That settles it. Hold on, man. What are you gonna do if the experiment works? What do you mean? I mean, if Lukashi's sex seriously changes... That's what he wants, isn't it? Well, yeah, but... If his sex does change, won't the 16 years of his life change too? That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I was also thinking. Like, something like having a new phone might not be that big of a deal, but like, 16 years of being the opposite gender? I mean, that's bound to have some differences to it. Who's gonna take responsibility for that? That's, I'll take responsibility. Lukako raises his hands timidly. Seriously? Well, I don't really understand, but if we use this method, I might become a girl, right? Then, I wanna try. Then you're gonna, like, have the knowledge, like, of always being a girl all your life, so maybe you won't appreciate it as much, though. But, you know, it's worth a shot. Police master. He bows his head to me. Murray, your opinion? If Luka-kun becomes a girl, then I gotta call her Luka-chan. Will Luka-chan wear Mayushi's costumes? Oh, well, that's another story. At any rate, it doesn't look like Mayuri has any objections. Then that settles it. Lukako, I appoint you Lab Mem 006. The phone wave, name subject to change, is our lab's most important secret. In order to use it, you must become a Lab Mem. Ah, okay. Actually, I always wanted to be a lab member. Really? You should have just said so. I didn't have the courage. Like I say, I don't know a thing about gadgets. You don't have to worry about those things. I mean, Mayuri doesn't get them either. That's not something to be proud of, Mayuri. So Lukako shall be a lab mem from this point forth. Any objections? Here. Kurisu raises her hand. I want to give Uribashibara-san my number so I can retire. Denied. Anyone else? Mayuri and Daru ask, what happened to 005? But I ignore them. Moeka will always be 005 in my heart. No other objections emerge. All members are in favor. Very well. Lukako is officially Lab Mem number 006. Henceforth, pledge your allegiance to the lab and devote all your strength to the enrichment of our science. Yes, I will. I'm so happy. Now then, let's begin the experiment immediately. Wait. I suddenly realize something that makes me smack my forehead in dismay. Damn! Lukako, you're 16, right? Right. So you were born in 1993. Yep, the same year as Mayushi. What about it? How do you get enough numbers into that microwave to go back 16 years? In order to tell Lukaku's mother to eat a lot of vegetables, we need to send a D-mail to 10 months before Lukako was born, meaning we have to send it to 1992. When did cell phones become widespread in Japan? Okay, but if you're gonna send it like before she gets pregnant, and then she starts eating vegetables, that is gonna like affect her daily routine, and if it affects her daily routine, maybe it affects when she and her husband went in bed, and maybe that also affects which sperm hits the egg, which affects which baby comes out, and maybe they're not even gonna get Lukako or a child at all. But fine, if he wants to become a girl, let's take the chance. Oh, that's actually a good question. When did cell phones become widespread in Japan? Ah! Looks like Kurisu and Dara figured it out. Dara goes to Google it. Around 1996. Good year, good year. There wasn't mail until later though. So the year Lukako was born, most people still didn't have cell phones. Lukako's mother may not have had one. In that case, she might not be able to receive the D-mail. Oh, I get it. We can't do it? Lukako's face darkens. I fold my arms in thought. Some way to receive the email in an era when cell phones weren't yet widespread. What about modifying it to send crazy waves or something? Or like try to send it to some sort of other device? Like have it display on a TV? Or were TVs like... Or through radio waves? What the hell are crazy waves? Waves that only crazy girls can pick up. You know, girls who always talk about stuff no one understands. It's pretty moe. I'll microwave your brain if you don't shut up. Yes, abuse me more, please. Could you put a letter in a time capsule and bury it? That would go to the future, not the past. Oh. I know, how about that thing where you get struck by lightning and that turns you into a girl? Like in old comics and anime. There's no point in the experiment if you don't use D-mail. Don't lose sight of the objective. We're counting on you for a nice idea, Christian. Me? We could build a rocket which exceeds the speed of light squared, and then that immense speed would have reversed the flow of time or something. You're forgetting about the phone wave too. Furthermore, genius girl, you just contradicted relativity. It was just a joke, don't take it seriously. Useless, all of you! This lab is a disgrace! Fine then, let's hear from you, Hoyu and Kiyuma, the insane mad scientist with an IQ over 170 whose brain cells are coveted the world over. What's your genius plan? Inspirational flashes in the corners of my brain. That Edison thing again, huh? This sensation. Yes! My natural mad scientist inspiration is about to explode! I have it. All eyes focus on me. With a broad grin I proclaim, if we can't send it to a cell phone, then we'll send it to a pager! Oh yeah, an early method of receiving wireless messages. Service in Japan started around 1968. After support for text data was added in the 1990s, pagers grew in popularity among high school girls. However, pagers were soon replaced by cellular phones. Pager service was terminated in 2007. Never I was not part of the pager generation. I was born in 1996, so I guess I was more into the cell phone era. And that's our goal, guys and girls. We are gonna make Lukako a guy. But to see how that goes, tune in next time. But still a good day. Oh wait, a girl, not a guy. Waifu. Waifu material. Whoa. Have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.